Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are picking back up exactly where we left the last time. With my improved strategy we made Turkey incredibly powerful, and we are now ready to face the Axis entirely alone. Of course we were able to conquer the Balkans almost entirely. As you can see, it's Turkey, Yugoslavia, Hungary and Romania. We were not able to take Bulgaria, very sadly. That was very unlucky with my main guide, but this may actually turn out to be in our favor. We'll see why in a little bit. Of course we were able to conquer Iraq and Iran, Spain and Portugal, and then just before making our spectacular entrance in World War II, we also took Vichy, France. And then we ended the war by defeating the UK with a naval invasion with our own Sea Lion. In the peace conference we puppeted strategically this territory in Belgium, and today you will see why we have been doing that. Now, of course, if you missed the main guide, make sure to check it out to see exactly how we got to this point. I will include the link up here and in the description of the video. Of course, as usual, if you're enjoying my content and you haven't done it yet, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment. That's really all, so I would say we can start with our preparations to defeat the Axis. Okay, so the very first thing that we are going to do is we need to leave the Axis and we need to start spying on Germany. So let's start with that. If we can, we would like to have a collaboration government to speed up the war a little bit later. Now, talking about the main strategy, in this case, we can do a couple of things. We can attack the Axis, or we can wait for the Axis to attack us. Technically, it's better to wait for the Axis to attack us, because if we attack Italy or Germany or Slovakia, Japan will join the war. We don't really want to fight Japan because it's annoying to go all the way there. So if the Axis attacks us, it's better. And Italy always attacks Greece at some point, usually around October, which would be historical, October 1940. But sometimes they are a bit late in the game. Now, why did I say that Bulgaria may actually be convenient? Well, because Bulgaria is in the Axis and we can justify a war goal on them, we can attack them, and we can start a war against the Axis without Japan, thanks to Bulgaria. We're not going to do it right away because I need to prepare our armies a little bit before we are ready for the Axis. So let's start with the production. We got a lot of extra military factories. Okay, I think I would go for something like this for the priority in terms of production, which means we mostly build planes. I want more F2 and C2, and guns because we can upgrade them, and then we just keep a few factories on the other things to keep the supplies up. Next we need to adjust the trade, and we can do it now with all of our subjects in a more efficient way. Let's see. Okay, now everything is good. We are getting ready for the war against the Axis, so we may benefit from some extra supplies in this area. So let's increase the infrastructures here and here, maybe here too, and then we can just build military factories. I'm not even going to mention them anymore in the video. Just build military factories in high percentage provinces. Okay, next we need to arrange our armies. So the idea is that we will be at war with Italy, of course, with Bulgaria. We'll take down Italy and Bulgaria first, and with Germany. We are not going to call our puppets except for Greece, if Italy attacks Greece, which is what usually happens. If we are faster and we attack Bulgaria, maybe I will not call Greece, but I may call Greece in any case. And Yugoslavia, because we want to take Italy from this side, and we also want the Germans to actually crush on our forts here. Here we built 10 forts in all of these provinces, so we're actually happy with the Germans attacking into them. We have a secondary offensive army on the way. So I would say we can use one offensive army for Albania. The other one will take care of Bulgaria. Our defensive army will be at the border with Italy and Germany, but we're using a fallback line because I don't want them to cover this side. We didn't build forts here, we wanted to protect the river, so this is slightly better. And then we actually have quite a bit of free divisions. And since our manpower is not great, I think I will actually disband these units here. I don't think we're going to use them anymore anyway. We get some manpower back. You can send some at the border with Italy, and probably the other ones to reinforce this border, which will be probably the one with the highest pressure from the Axis. I would say we want all of our planes to be in Greece or in Yugoslavia, and we want to train them too. I think we can also add rocket artillery to our infantry divisions, offensive infantry divisions, so we get to my final template for infantry divisions. We already have a very good soft attack in here. I will also add an anti-air support company to defensive, just in case, because the Axis may have a good air force. But probably this is not needed. Oh, and I will also add the cavalry recon detachment to defense or to defensive armies, because it actually increased the defense quite a bit. Next, let's take care of the fleets. Now we have an insanely big fleet because we stole it from the UK and all of the other allies. I'd say we can keep the fleets split, so I'm going to keep one of them in this area, and this will be the fleet for Germany, and the other one can be in the Mediterranean Sea, at least for now. I will select the train command for fleets as well. I think this one has too many boats still repairing, so probably they cannot train, and we do not have any dockyards. Yeah, we only have one dockyard, which we are using to repair the ships, but we're probably not going to be able to repair these ones for now. We'll get more dockyards later with the focuses. Okay, we can continue. We can go with higher speed. And when we feel we are ready, we're going to justify on Bulgaria. Okay, we got our secondary offensive army. We already have a very good general for it. Although now we got a general from Germany as well. This one is already good as well. Maybe we can use this general for panzer divisions later on when we get them, if we get them. Yeah, but for infantry I would say this one is still better. Yeah, that's interesting. So Ethiopia is capitulating only now. Okay, we got enough Intel network to prepare the first collaboration government in Germany. So let's switch to quiet Intel network. And I would say that maybe now it would be a good time to start justifying on Bulgaria, because we are pretty much ready. By the way, Bulgaria is justifying a war goal on our Romania. That's not cool. Will take forever, but that's not cool. And as you can see, Italy is also justifying on Greece. So in any case, they would attack you in late 1940 or in early 1941. But if you don't attack them, they will attack you. So I would suggest splitting the planes between the two offensive armies, and then also giving some to the defensive army, because they will be under some pressure from the Germans here for sure. Okay, boys, we are ready. We got our claim, so it is Turkey versus the Axis. And let's see what happens. So we are going to call Yugoslavia. And we are going to call Greece. And we are going to start our offensive immediately. Okay, Germany is in the war. Italy is in the war. That's fine. So let's attack Italy as well. Italy is getting stomped pretty hard in here. Soviet Union doesn't like us anymore, but Bulgaria is down. Okay, we got Italy here very easily. Now we're going to prepare a naval invasion of Italy with these divisions. Ah, by the way, I could have attacked them in here. So for the naval invasion here, I would go with groups of 2, and I would take this, well, Puglia, this part of Italy. There are a lot of harbors, and we are sure to get at least one. And that's good enough, I would say. Now, the second offensive army can be ready at the border with Italy up here. Our goal is to cut off Germany as fast as possible so that Germany cannot send reinforcements to Italy anymore. By the way, something that I did not mention is that in the peace conference, of course if you watch the guide you know, but in the peace conference we made sure to puppet Gibraltar and Suez, so we have complete control of the Mediterranean Sea, including the fact that we have Istanbul. So no one can join, no one can enter or leave the Mediterranean Sea without our permission. Okay, we can start our naval invasion and the offensive in northern Italy at the same time. We have very, very good divisions, so this should be easy. Try to take Sicily quickly, because sometimes Sicily can become a bit annoying to get. Okay, we got 200 political power. You may have it earlier depending on the choices you made. At this point, with political power, I would suggest picking the ground support, because it's actually very good. Where is it? Tactical bombing, sorry. Because plus 20% ground support is absolutely massive. And then, since we're going to struggle with manpower, I also suggest picking, which one was it? Populism, to get some extra manpower. With land doctrines, we need to make a choice, in the sense that if we plan, and I would like to make armored divisions and tanks, we're going to need a lot of army experience. I would say like 150 to get the design and the template done. That being said, we are not going to be able to do it very soon, so probably I would finish the doctrines first and then take it later. It looks like they are defending Sicily, so I'm not going to be able to take Sicily as easily as I hoped. Okay, Italy is going down soon. I'm actually curious to see how we're doing in terms of air superiority. We're struggling a little bit here, because they have a lot of planes in here. But look at these stats, guys. Look at these stats. 79 to 400, 45 to 300, 24 to 300. Yeah, I'm not complaining about this at all. Okay, civil war in Italy. Now, always remember to transfer the territory to your puppet, new puppet Italy. Because this is actually free land in the peace conference. This Italy is our puppet, but it will be automatically our puppet. We don't need to take it in the peace conference, so it's very convenient. Okay, so the German Reich started Barbarossa. That's okay, and we cannot avoid it. It means we are going to have to share some war score with the Soviet Union, but hopefully it will not be too much. We aim to something like 70% of the total war score at the end of the war. And, well, right now we have 99%, but we'll see. The Soviet Union can get a pretty decent war score thanks to the fact that they die a lot, so they get a lot of casualties, which are actually surprisingly good for war score. The sky is now green. Perfect. Okay, now we can get ready for Germany. And for Germany, we are going to use a naval invasion in this area with the goal of encircling as many units as possible in here and then again in here. So this is why we got this very strategic piece of Belgium. For the naval invasion of Germany, I usually go for this harbor and I go for groups of 3. Because Germany tends to defend fairly well their coast. Something like this, with this one being the only division and these 3 groups of 3. Not exactly sure what's going on in Vichy, France, but I'm pretty sure this shouldn't be happening. For infantry, I usually pick this MIO policy. This stuff in Vichy, France is completely broken. What the hell is going on in here? What is annoying is they're actually stopping my divisions from getting into position. Okay, we are ready for the naval invasion, so let's go. I'm going to assign one fleet to naval invasion support and the other one to something like strike force. Let's see how the Germans are defending. They are defending the harbor and they're even defending the coastline next to the harbor, as you can see. But that's not enough. We're stopping their reinforcements, so there is no way we don't get this harbor. That's it, that's done. And we can send over our divisions. Now, ideally we want to go for Essen for the first encirclement. I think we safely got our divisions over here. We're struggling a little bit for supplies at the moment. Okay, so our first push will be something like this, and then we go straight for the encirclement. Also, we're struggling for manpower, so I'm going to take populism. The push is going very well. Also, the Germans don't have many divisions in here. Of course, the Germans are busy on our southern front. They're busy against the Soviet Union. So it's a difficult situation for them, for sure. Okay, I think it's time to get the encirclement done. We got it very easily. Now let's kill everything in here. Sadly, it doesn't look like they have too many divisions, but it's better than nothing. Okay, and this encirclement is done. The next one seems to have a lot of potential. Look at this. So I think I would go directly from Frankfurt to Stuttgart. We'll probably catch a lot of their divisions in this encirclement. Let's check the skies. Okay, this is what I like to see. Green air. Do they still have planes? Also, now let's check the stats here, because they may be interesting. Okay. Ooh, look at these guys. If you were wondering if my F2 design is good, this may be the answer. Our fighters lost 126, enemy fighters lost 1,842. Let's see here. Okay, so here we have 200 lost, 2,000 destroyed. And here probably they didn't have fighters anymore. So... yeah, that's it. Amazing fighters. I think once we rejoin Vichy France, the supplies will work a bit better. Oh, we lack trains. That's why we're struggling so much with supplies, probably. I didn't notice. Okay, let's build some trains. Okay, first encirclement done. I don't know, for some reason the Germans seem to be able to access Vichy France, and they really shouldn't be able to do it, so I'm not sure what's going on there. So this is reducing a little bit the effectiveness of our encirclement, because the Germans can just somehow retreat in Vichy France. Let's see the situation with the collaboration government. Okay, we almost got it, which means we're actually fairly close to ending this war. After this push, we may go for another encirclement down here, and then we push for Berlin, and that's the war. Yeah, it's very annoying that the Germans somehow can retreat to Vichy France, and so they are not destroyed in here. This must be a bug. I mean, I assume they have access to Vichy France. We could call Vichy France into the war. The thing is, then Italy will start attacking them, which is a bit annoying. So I think we are just okay with this. It's fine. We will not kill these units. Yeah, because the German Reich has military access to Vichy France, which really shouldn't be the case. Okay, this MIO is actually quite important because it's the one we're going to use for our tanks. We're going to go for something like this to prioritize the soft attack increase. We have two very good buffs in here. These tanks will be improved medium tanks, so we don't have issues with reliability. We can aim to higher soft attack from the very beginning. With the extra political power, we have a few choices. We could get some extra military factories, but I don't really feel like we need it. We don't need resources, we don't need the investment, and we don't need this stuff here. So what we can do is we can start entrenching Kemalism in a state. I think this time we are going for a double push, and we are going to try to end Germany. Well, these guys are struggling a little bit to push. Oh, by the way, if we do want to make tanks, it's probably time to start producing them. We don't have the army experience to design them, though. We can start making mechanized instead. You know, I don't think we will be able to get tanks in time for the Soviet Union. Mostly because of the army experience. Probably the production would be enough. Okay, now the Germans are falling very quickly. Okay, we are getting Berlin very soon. Will it be enough? No, not yet, probably. But let's see. Oh, here we got a big encirclement, though. These guys surely don't have access to Switzerland. So in here, they will be dying. And then let's check the war score, and we are very happy with the war score. Germany is fairly close to capitulate, but we probably need to take Vienna as well, which shouldn't be a big issue. Okay, let's send this huge amount of divisions the Germans have in here. So this is the tank design we are going to use if we can make the division templates. But meanwhile, we are going to produce it. And we're going to produce a lot of them. Okay, let's check the casualties as well. We got about 100,000. That's fair with infantry. And the German Reich got about 2 million. 1.3 was caused by us. But I'm very curious to see what happens after this encirclement is done. Because I'm pretty confident they will have much higher casualties once we're done with these guys. So let's remember, it was 1.7. And oh, these are a lot of divisions stuck in the mountains. Okay, done. Let's see. 1.7 to 2.1. That's 400,000 men that they lost in there. Not bad at all. Or very bad, depending on the points of view. Okay, let's end this war. And this will surely end with Vienna. Okay, that's it. The war is over. We finished with an amazing 84% of the war score. The Soviet Union wasn't even in it, basically. And that means we'll be able to take most of the stuff in this peace conference. I wrote down a priority, but with this much war score, I'm pretty sure we will be able to take almost everything. We're probably going to leave the Soviet Union, something like Norway, some other useless stuff in Africa, and we're going to take everything else. Hey guys, what about a nice option up here which adds war reparations to all states that you puppeted? Wouldn't that be nice? No, clicking here is better. Did I take Bulgaria? I did take Bulgaria. Or did I not take Bulgaria? Can you imagine if after all of that I didn't take Bulgaria? Okay, peace conference done. Let's briefly go through it. It was quite a long peace conference. And sadly, my puppets are not shown in green. That's very sad. Why are they? Yeah, okay. For a second, I got scared. The German Reich is our puppet. but for some reason it's not shown as such on the map. In any case, so to briefly recap, we got everything. We got everything which was the German Reich. We even got most of Africa in the end. Of course, we got everything in here. We got everything in here. The only thing we left to the Soviet Union, yeah, it's actually easier to show you what the Soviet Union got. And assume that we got everything that they didn't get. So they got Australia, some stuff in South Africa, Norway, Canada, everything else, literally everything else we got with Turkey. So it's only September 1941 and we conquered the entire world, half of the world, let's say, with Turkey. Now the big question is, would you like me to continue this run, to go after the Soviet Union? We are going to struggle for manpower, so it's not necessarily going to be easy. Although I think I will probably, in that case, delete one of my offensive armies and replace it with a tank-oriented army to save on manpower. In any case, if you want, I will continue the run. I'm already preparing for the Soviet Union. We're almost ready to fabricate the collaboration government in there. Okay, so guys, that's up to you. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video. Of course, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. But let me know in the comments if you would like me to continue this run or to stop here. I'm pretty impressed by what Turkey can achieve. I'm looking forward to more guides with minor or relatively minor countries. Some that were on my list for quite a long time are Romania and Yugoslavia, so I really plan to make a guide about them. But before that, we have all of my division templates and designs, which are already available on our Discord. So if you haven't joined the Discord channel yet, make sure to do so to check all of the templates. And of course, I will make guides very soon. I also have the step-by-step guide about reforming the Roman Empire, which is almost ready. So you will see it on the channel very soon too. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.